Today, I get thrown under the bus.
Get thrown on the bus where?
Never mind. It's an inside joke.
I like to know. I want to laugh.
It was just about yesterday. I'm just making light of the
Oh,
situation yesterday. That's all.
about yesterday? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That was pretty funny. But I tell you what, Kathy's not half as bad as Kim. So Kim would have taken that and would have called a meeting with you and tried to make you feel like. I mean, they'll tell you, man. Kim is, man. She's ruthless. She just don't care. And I know most people don't put up with it, so that's why we got a lot of turning. We got a turnaround with that group with Kim. It was turn around like crazy because people won't put up with it. But you got us crazy ones that did, so we stuck around.
Okay, now you're switching off. You're starting to make mistakes and you're switching off. I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back. Left back. Counter the jab, counter the jab. Switch starts, that's it. What we do in the gym. You know you can do it in the gym. Be confident. That's it. Nice and smooth. Stay that way now. Okay, focus, focus. Big, deep breaths. Big, deep breaths. Calm yourself down. Calm yourself back. Come on, breathe, breathe. Get out there and switch on. Get...
Great work. I love that. I love that. That jab is slick.
Let's do it.
Mate, what are you doing? Come on, switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight and now you've let back into it.
Vary your attacks.
Okay, let's reset, switch stance.
Keep him guessing. Jab up, jab down. Body and head, that's it. Keep him guessing where it's coming from.
Okay, now you're letting back into the fight that round. You got complacent, the fight's not over yet. You've got to go out there and win this round. You had everything.
Let's go.
Roll the left up.
evening. We are live from one of the world's most beautiful arenas. This is Falkor Bay. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
You tried to give me the slip, didn't you, my friend? There was no...
And up first, it's Sonny Showtime Edwards fighting the babyface assassin. Just a lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle the... And that's the opening bell, round one. It's all offense all the time. And he scores with the counter. That right hook catching air. The sun is blazing this afternoon, and these two athletes are going to have to find a way to deal with it.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fight has a real good flow to it. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Can't find a home for that jab. With that jab. Good one. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Still up Edwards in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as a fighter. And
here we go. It's round two. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round. Everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Johnny, a lot of fighters focus on their defense with their hands up. This fighter focuses on their defense with their footwork, moving on those angles, staying out of danger.
Do not give an outside fighter time to think. You've got to make the fighter panic. You've got to rush the fighter into doing things they don't normally do.
Both men step back for just a moment. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That big hook doesn't land. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Edwards in that last round. Makes no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
On to the third. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They block the jab. These two fighters are made for one another. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
You'd like to see more jabs. Beautiful counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Edwards in that last round. At this point, there's the bell to start round 4. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Sonny Edwards rocked with that one. And showtime, Sonny Edwards goes to the canvas. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Beautiful counter punch. There's a counter shot. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Can't land that jab. Perfect counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Edwards in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just bop.
Round, third round, I like it.
Back into the fray here in round 5. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
How about that time counter shot? What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing up and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
They exchange punches. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Perfect counter lands. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Good job stopping that uppercut. Well done with that counter shot. And that hook misses. Punch, counter punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Edwards in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
I've been in fights like that.
There's the bell to start round 6. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. So far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Oh my word, Barrera is down. Can he make it back to his feet? Cue up the replay machine. I've got to see that again.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your breath.
On their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Barrera in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think...
There's the bell to start round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Both want a highlight reel knockout. And that body shot folded in like an old t-shirt.
A shot from the gods, took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So it's onward and
I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys, feel to eliminate all. I'm trying to raise this stack boy so tall that it might fall. Top striker, man, I lick off the goal. So anything I set, I achieve and more. Soon bring the man them on some kind of tour. Enough liquor bottles in my rider report. I don't know why they would step to the team. I know send man airborne like fly beat. Come like this as some sci-fi scene when I lace this magic on these type of beats. I don't want to hear no talk from a dweeb. You don't respect me if you don't pay my fees. If you don't respect me, then please better back out the way of this heat. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. I don't know what they thought this was, but I come through smoking. Smooth criminal like pounds, just told them. With a squad get scolded. Walk with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo. Step to the place where my jeers are with all nine and I'm on a mad one. I don't want no attention from that girl if she ain't a bad one. Man try tell me the 3-5 come too stinky as Cali that packs from. And if I go broke, N95's the night plus
Let's do it.
Hey, good work, that's it. Stick to the jab. Jab's working.
win this fight? You done all that work in camp. You gotta get out.
on the job. There's a god-awful...
Let's do it.
Switch hands, that's it. What we do in the gym?
One, two, three, four, five. Come to me. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Are you all right?
Okay, focus now, focus. Big deep breaths, big deep breaths.
Do your business.
Counter with that left hook. Just be smart. Smart and counter that, boys. Roll under it, then come back. Flip, flip.
Time out.
What are you doing? You've switched off completely. I need you to focus on...
And box.
Bury your attack.
continue.
Buddy, what are you doing? Come on, switch on. Switch on. You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're gonna go back out there and lose the match? You gotta get out there.
Let's fight.
That? What are you doing? Right. Let's go out there and get your bot.
Let's go.
Come back to the windows. Look at his hand position in.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are you okay?
Good. Good work.
Time!
Listen, you've switched up. What are you doing? Don't worry about that round. Don't worry about that round. Let's just get out there and let's
Let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout.
Who thought we'd be fighting at a Gothic cathedral? And yet here we are at Cambrian Hall. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. The Galveston.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing.
So much hype. And there's the bell for round 1. He takes that jab. Good counter punching. Straight right just misses. Good counter punch. Got out of the way of that right hook. Those counter punches have to hurt. Really good buzz in the air tonight. This crowd waiting for something special.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
They exchange punches. He parries that left jab away. Looking to land the hook. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here. Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Oh, my word. Jack Johnson on the defense. What's he going to do to get out of this trouble? And it appears they're out of trouble, at least for now. But that just goes to show you one clean punch changes everything.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Counterfighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he did catch him. He caught him clean. Clean as a whistle. Nice counter. Nice exchange here from both men. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Alexander. On to the third. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Just misses with that left uppercut. What a punch. A perfect counter shot. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? How about that time counter shot? Jack Johnson is dazed. I don't believe it. I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just
a very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Pretty dominant round. On to the fourth we go. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. done with that counter shot. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. The perfect counter lands. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter shot. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. And before they get knocked down, they choose to go down on their own and take a knee.
Best thing the fighter did, otherwise you know what, pride's going to get you knocked out.
Caution being thrown to the wind. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working. And there's the bell for round 5. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Incredible work rate. Didn't land that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. From this... Let's start the 6th. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out. Catch and shoot. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close.
I got Gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
I need to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me your ball.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Alexander. Here comes round 7. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. That right hook won't score. Nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out of the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use plain over brawn.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Holding nothing back here in the round. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Oggs. And we enter the 8th round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on.
And there's no doubt about it as we see it again. That body shot did them in.
You're right, Todd.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. You'd like to see more jabs. That's a good start to the round for this guy.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or is it a bit of a mouse fight?
What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put it down once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
And this fight is over. Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's like...
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of...
Yeah, look at Duff. Order belts, mighty. In the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping, we bring when right, some body shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping, we bring when right, some body shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Contrary ting, no what ping, we bring when right, some body shots fling. Hook up, fling, right up, fling. Contrary ting, send man over the ropes. Man try come for the belt, but I punched you, never saw ended all of your hopes. Now all of your bros, I stood on the sideline, head in the hand shot, joke of the show. They keep those hands up, swing for their fences. Oh, you're going on poorly for sure. How much do you want to be the champ? How much do you want to please the fans? How much do you want to be the king? And how much do you want to feed your camp? How much do you want to see people champ? Swing like you got a thing to lose. It's the ESPC, beat them neatly. Titles never ever in dispute. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. I came from the 7 Hills, city of steel, home of the village and brilliant mills. Can't take man for a pudding, take man to Ingles. Brother, have a kid on his heels. In the ring, it's gritty and real. Brave art man put a kid on his shield. At Daft man put a kid on his. Been bad from when I was swinging on field. Left up, give a brother whiplash. Not gonna work with a sit back. Man wanna show ball over the top, send him over the ropes like Prince Nat. Send a man through ropes like Hopkins. Go mad like Mike when he lost it. I'm trying to be the best like money. Most guys don't know about boxing. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling. Ding ding, step in the ring, I swing left, right, man said get ping. Can't try a ting, no but ping. We bring when right, somebody shots fling.
I'm Todd Grisham, and there's nothing quite like a CompuBox Academy crowd, and they are vocal here tonight. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Jack Johnson, 200 pounds with the Galveston Giant himself, Jack Johnson. One of the... Deontay Wilder.
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure it is to be here. And these two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. So much pre-match drama before this showdown. Who could forget what we saw yesterday at the weigh-in? These two boxers are finally ready to get it on.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in a headlights.
Nice counter shot. You don't want to trade shots. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Throw a shot, they get countered. Nice counter. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Beautiful counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. I promise you all. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
There's a counter shot. Tried to score with the uppercut. This slugger has a unique mentality, doesn't he, Johnny? He just wants to win by knockout. He says if we go to the scorecards, it's a failure for me.
If you get in with a slugger, they want to work at their own pace. Use speed, frustrate them, take them out of their comfort zone, make them tired, trip over their own feet, get them angry.
That hook was thrown with some bad intentions. Insane action. That counter punch caught him clean. It all comes down to what you can do on the inside.
You're getting in there with a fighter with a longer reach. Now you've got to depend on your footwork, your pressure fighting, slip inside the shot, slip outside the shot. But when you do it, you don't just slip, you've got to capitalize on it. Throw some shots after that to make them scared of letting the shot go.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
It's all offense all the time. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it. Swing and a miss with the hook. Defense is not an option for these two. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. They've got the momentum. On to the third. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe this? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Jab does not score. This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Nice job slipping that left uppercut. Deontay Wilder rocked right now. He's in some serious trouble. Disaster averted.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Talk about a one. On to the fourth we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. They blocked the left there. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Blocks the straight left. Good counter punching. Swing and a miss with that hook. It's all offense all the time. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Johnson in that last round. Well, on to the fifth we go. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This is a battle royale between two heavyweight bombers. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it. I don't believe it. Jack Johnson is down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come to me.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Misses with the straight left. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
What heart, what desire, but at what cost? So close for that uppercut. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Johnson in that last round. On to the 6th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
He misses with that straight left. Did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like now?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fight.
You can see here on the replay a perfect body shot, and he dropped like a loose suit. Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout